Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, we are from Group 7 and we're going to present to you Theo van Leeuwen's approach. So the study analyzes Liputan6.com's news on BSN-based dissolution using Theo van Leeuwen's critical discourse analysis. It examines how language includes or excludes social actors, revealing underlying ideologies and power dynamics. Our presentation highlights key findings and demonstrates the method's effectiveness in exposing bias and narrative construction.
So Van Leeuwen frameworks uses two strategies. The first one is exclusion strategies, consists of passivation, nominalization, and close replacement. Passivation is using passive voice to hide responsibility. Nominalization is turning actions into nouns to remove agency, and close replacement is shifting focus away from actors. And the second strategy is inclusion strategies, which consist of nomination categorization, which are labeling actors to shape perceptions, differentiation, which are contrasting groups to create divisions, and association to linking actors to broader movements. Now, this particular framework is focused on who is included or excluded in discourse and how linguistic choices shape meaning. Thank you.
Now, the step by step. The first is data collection. The research is qualitative descriptive study analyzing Liputan6.com news on BSNP dissolution using content analysis. The second, contextual analysis. The article focuses on the news discourse about the Ministry of Education dissolution of the BSNP. The analysis considers the social, cultural, and historical context. In social analysis, how language includes or excludes groups, revealing power dynamics through techniques like passivation and nominalization. The cultural context examines how language reflects cultural values, shaping perceptions of institution and authority. In historical context, situates BSNP's dissolution within broader historical and political trends, highlighting policy shifts and past influences.
Okay, on the third, there's discourse analysis. We found several exclusion strategies such as passivation and nominalization, which remove the actor and the process from the sentence. Lastly, there's close replacement, which is blurs the responsibility by making the subject fade. And for the inclusion strategies, we found differentiation and objectification used to emphasize certain people or topics. Also, nomination is applied to decide who is deserved to be named and who doesn't. The fifth part is the interpretation of findings. This analysis basically shows that language is power, and exclusion strategies can silence or weaken certain perspectives, while inclusion strategies can highlight and empower others. In the end, these language choices can shape public opinion and influence how society responds to an issue.
Next is examples. The first one in the nomination strategies. The example is the article point to student, teacher, or educators to highlight their roles in the research context. Also, it may classify groups according to their level of participations, such as active learner or passive participants. Second, there's predication strategies. The example is the research tend to describe motivated student for those who actively engage in learning. At the same time, unmotivated student is framed as struggle participant. Also, teachers could be represented as facilitators of knowledge or navigators in the learning process. The third is argumentation strategies. The example is provided that the study suggests that gamification enhances student engagement in the possession of the evidence for supporting this claim, such as test score or feedback from students. Also, the article could utilize a logical reasoning to explain why a particular pedagogical approach is more effective than the traditional. The fourth is perspectivization strategies. The example is the researcher might positioning themselves as an objective observer for a certain teaching method. Also, the study highlights students' voices by consisting of honest quotes from them about their experience. The last is intensification and mitigation strategies. The example is the research could strengthen the benefit of educational approach by likely highly effective or transformative. Also, otherwise, it might diminish negative aspect using processes like some challenges exist but are manageable.
Okay, so Fundamental's CDA approach show how the language used in Liputan6.com reports on the dissolution of the BSNP gave more or less power to different people by leaving them out or including them. The study shows how the media has an ideological role in shaping power and public opinion. Fundamental approach is a key to spotting hidden bias, showing that discourse is never unusual but a tool of control. This approach offers a valuable insight for analyzing media and more. That's all from our group. Thank you.